Welcome to BioNit. I am Altaf. Today we'll discuss the 11th class, one chapter, important chapter, that is cell biology, or you can say the unit of life. Subtopic is chloroplast. See all of you that this is the structure of chloroplast, and in this chloroplast, I mentioned some that leveling parts. One by one, we will discuss the leveling parts. So first of all, see that this is chloroplast. It is consist of a double membrane structure. This is the outer membrane. This is the inner membrane. So outer membrane is less permeable than inner membrane. So remember these points. So out of these two membrane, the middle gap is there. This is called intermembrane space between the two membrane. So what is the first membrane? It is called outer membrane. So I am writing here that this is called outer membrane of chloroplast, and below this is called inner membrane of chloroplast. Now see that chloroplast, it is consist of a double membrane structure. So some cell organelles, it is consist of single membrane structures, but chloroplast or mitochondria, nucleus, these are undergo the double membrane structure. So like that, chloroplast, it is also double membrane structure. It is looking like elliptical in shape, or sometimes you can say that shape like structures. It is not like a round like a structure. So that's why it's elliptical shape. So now come to that structure and function of this. The space, this is called intermembrane space. So intermembrane space between the two membranes, outer membrane and inner membrane. Now that main compartment of this chloroplast, it is consist of two parts. One is called the green parts, another is called non-green parts. Now what you call the green parts? Green parts means this part, and they say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 5 are looking like green due to presence of a chlorophyll pigment. So this structure, the group of structure or one piece structure is called a granum. Granum, it is the singular forms. Number of granum together we call as grana. Grana is a plural forms and granum is singular. Now see that this granum, it is consist of number of plate-like structure. So plate-like structure, each plate, this is, you see that this is the one plate. So each plate-like structure is called thylakoid. Thylakoid membrane. Now see that what is thylakoid membrane? Thylakoid membrane, it is the plate-like structure. Number of thylakoid membrane together form a structure we call as a granum. So granum, it is a special green in color. How it is green in color means due to presence of this here. So green color pigments are there. This is called chlorophyll. So chlorophylls are present inside the thylakoid membrane, and which are participate in the light reaction, that is called photochemical reaction. So these chlorophylls are found in thylakoid membrane, and grana, it is the main site for light reaction. Now here the very important points. In the chloroplast, the photosynthesis takes place. Photosynthesis takes place by two processes. One is called light reaction, another is a dark reaction. Now see the light reaction, it is takes place or carried out by presence of this granum only. So in granum we can write that light reaction. So light reaction takes place in a granum part of the chloroplast. And now we come to that this granum, this is a granum. So the two granums are interconnected by presence of one structure, that is link is there. This link is called granum thylakoid. So stroma thylakoid. Stroma thylakoid. Now see that. So why it is called as a stroma thylakoid? Why it is stroma thylakoid means here it is that this link, the connecting link is found between the two grana, but the part is present in the stroma region, means non-green part. So that's why they given the name is called stroma lamella. So now so stroma lamella. Now you see that stroma lamella. Why they are saying that name? You can find out that stroma lamella. Means the interlink connect is found in the stroma part of the chloroplast. That's why it is called stroma lamella. So now I come to the points. Next, here one I draw the one diagram, small diagram. So it is a round small cell-like structure. Inside this is there. So it is a helical coil-like structure is there, and it is connected. We can say this is called DNA. So what is DNA? DNA is a genetic material. So like that in the chloroplast also, so one type of DNA is there, and this is form that genetic material like and after cell division they form that one chloroplast is divided from two. So that's why it is called chloroplast is called semi autonomous organelles. So semi autonomous organelle means it can make the function like cell. So that is the semi-autonomous of the cell. So now see that DNA. DNA means which type of DNA is there? DNA are of two types. One is called linear DNA, another is called circular DNA. So in this chloroplast, this DNA is double stranded. DS means double stranded circular. This is remember this point. The DNA, which type of DNA is present in chloroplast means it is double stranded circular DNA. This type of DNA is found in prokaryotic cells, means bacteria. So that's why the DNA which is present in chloroplast is called prokaryotic DNA. So prokaryotic DNAs are it is consist of double stranded circular DNA. You come to the human being or higher plants, the DNA is double stranded structure with linear. Linear is there plain, but here it is circular. Now come to the points here. So here the one is there. So I wrote here this is called 70S. 70S means it is one type of ribosome. So this is called ribosome. Ribosome. So which type of ribosome found in chloroplast? Ribosomes are of two types. One is 70S type of ribosome, another is 80S type of ribosome. Especially the 80S type of ribosomes are found in cytoplasm and the rough endoplasmic reticulum of the animal cell and plant cells. So, but in bacterial cell, what happens? In bacterial cell, the ribosome is consist of 70S. 70S means here the two subunits are there. One is large subunit, another is a small subunit. So large subunit it is consist of 50S. S means Sandberg's unit. It is one of the density and size of the ribosome can be calculated by presence of this S unit. So 70S and small unit it is come to that 30S. Now the large unit is 70 and small unit is 30. Together they form that 70S. So ribosome which is present in chloroplast, this is it is consist of 70S type of ribosomes. So what is the function of ribosome? So the main function of ribosome is protein synthesis. You can do that protein synthesis. Protein synthesis. So main function of the ribosome is protein synthesis, but which type of ribosomes are found in is 70S type of ribosomes. So we can also call as the prokaryotic ribosome because in bacteria also 70S type of ribosomes are found. So we can say that prokaryotic ribosomes are found in chloroplast, prokaryotic DNA is found in chloroplast, or bacterial DNA is present in chloroplast, and bacterial ribosome is present in chloroplast. Now just come to the here. I draw here some round-like structures. These are called fat globules are there. So we can say the oil globules are there. These are found in the non-green part of the chloroplast. So what you call the non-green part of the chloroplast? I can just make an error here. This what is the non-green part of the chloroplast means? It is called stroma. Stroma. So now see that what is called stroma. Stroma is the non-green part where dark reaction takes place. I already said that here granum it is the part of chloroplast where light reaction takes place. So like that the stroma it is the non-green part where enzymatic reaction takes place, or simply we can say that the dark reaction of the dark reaction. dark reaction of photosynthesis takes place in stroma. Clear? So now just come to the points here. Non-green part is called stroma, green part is called granum. Apart from this, the chloroplast, it can synthesize the glucose. Number of glucose forms, they form the structure that is called a starch, or the starch, it is the polysaccharides. So they store the food material in the form of a starch grain. Here I wrote the diagram. Round ring-like structures are there. This is called starch grain. This is called starch grains. So now you can find out that inside the matrix means you can say that is the stroma regions. So matrix of the chloroplast consists of ribosome, DNA, fat bodies, and starch grains, and that is the carbohydrate, fat, and they can synthesize the proteins. All these things are found in non-green part. We can say stroma. So stroma, and also the another thing is that I already discussed that dark reaction, enzymatic reaction takes place in the stroma, and green part is called granum. So in granum, light reaction takes place. It is consist of number of plate-like structure. It is called thylakoid membrane. So this thylakoid membrane is consist of green pigment that is called chlorophyll. So chlorophyll they play important role for light reaction. It trap the solar energy and convert it into chemical energy. So here, so main function of the chloroplast is site of photosynthesis. What the main function of chloroplast means? It is the site. Site means place. So it is the site of photosynthesis. Site of photosynthesis. So in this chloroplast, they also release some energy. So which type of energy they produce means they produce your ATP energy. They produce ATP energy. So how they produce the ATP energy means the presence of here ADP, adenosine diphosphate plus inorganic phosphate. ADP plus inorganic phosphate, presence of light. Which light? Sunlight. So ADP plus inorganic phosphate, presence of light, they can synthesize the ATP, that is the rich energy compound, that is called adenosine triphosphate. So now we think that they produce the ATP by presence of sunlight. We can say sunlight means light means we can say photo. Light means you can photo. So the phosphorylation takes place from ADP, adenosine diphosphate, with inorganic phosphate to form ATP, phosphorylation, that is called phosphorylation. So phosphorylation takes place in presence of light, that's why it is called photophosphorylation. So now we can say that the release of energy or synthesis of energy in chloroplast takes place by presence of ATP. So that's why it is called photophosphorylation. So here the photophosphorylation takes place. Photophosphorylation. So photophosphorylation takes place in chloroplast, like same oxidative phosphorylation takes place in mitochondria, because the same thing will takes place in mitochondria also, release of ATP energy but presence of oxygen. That's why the given name is called oxidative phosphorylation. But here the phosphorylation takes place to produce ATP by presence of light. That's why they given the photophosphorylation. So key point we will discuss here, the chloroplast. The function of chloroplast. Function of chloroplast is, first thing is photosynthesis, and also it can synthesize the ribosome proteins. It synthesises the fat globules. It also synthesises the carbohydrates. All the things a food can synthesize inside this matrix. We can say stroma of the chloroplast, and grana play that light reaction. So here light reaction takes place, photophosphorylation, light reaction, and dark reaction in stroma. It is also called enzymatic reaction, and it is consist of outer membrane, inner space, and thylakoid membrane, granum, and this is called stroma lamella. Then you come to the stroma lamella. After you come to that here, this is called DNA, fat globules, and all these things parts are found in chloroplast. And chloroplast, during cell division, what happens? it can produce their own copy by fission methods. So that's why it is chloroplast is called semi-autonomous structure of the cell. Like, share and subscribe to my channel. Next video I will continue the same topic cell biology with part 2. Thank you.